Welcome to It's the Dave Show, and I'm Dave. Today we're going to talk about this new dash cam by JOMISE. This is a 4K dash cam. They did send me this product for a review, but all the opinions here are mine, and they have no say on what I say about this. So today what I'm going to do is we're going to take a look at what's inside, what you get, then the features of it, and kind of how it works. I'm going to install it, and then we're going to test it out to see what the footage looks like. So let's dig right in and see what we get. Okay, now inside the box, we do have a little card here. This is port introductions. This tells you a little bit where to connect everything, but we're going to take a closer look at that here in just a minute. And you do get a manual, of course, which is really, it looks like it's fairly simple step by step, but we're going to take a look at all these different bits and pieces and features of this little camera setup here with some customer support information here on the back. And here is the front part, the front dash cam. That's kind of what it looks like there. And a pretty big screen on it here. We're going to take a closer look at what all these buttons are and everything here in just a second. And then inside this piece here, we've got this little plastic piece. They say it's a static cling kind of thing. It's not sticky. I looked at it before, and I guess you're supposed to put this on the glass, and then the camera, which has got a pretty strong sticky tape onto this, and it's supposed to keep it on, but you can peel it off easier when you need to. So we're going to take a look at that and see how that works. And then we got all the cables, of course. You got your power cable here, and then this is the cable that goes to the back camera. This is a 1080 back camera resolution, and this is a 4K resolution camera for the front camera. But you have your cabling and brackets and sticky pads and things like that in there, and that's pretty much it for what you get. Okay, here's a close-up of the camera. This is, of course, your front lens. This little button will detach this part from it. You have a little swivel base. This is how you mount it to the windshield. Over here you have an SD card. It does come with a 32 gigabyte card on it. And you can put more different cards in there if you want. A reset button. That's a power button there. And over here on this end is actually the power part, the cable that goes into your cigarette lighter. But I have a little power supply. I'm going to plug that in to temporarily for now. The little red button shows up there. And there we go. We got it on. Okay, cool. Oh, and it starts recording automatically. So we're going to turn it off. Now over here we have, and now this is not a touch screen. You have to use the buttons. There's a menu button here, which goes through, let's put it this way for you, goes through the different menus, your resolution, your recordings. You can do all kinds of really cool stuff here. And try to get this over here. Your up and down arrows. So you can cycle through and figure out what you want to do. And then the mode button here is kind of a selection button. So this is like 4K 30 right now, and you can see there's different types of versions there you can do. So this is your menu button. It's pretty simple to operate and use. And of course the manual tells you what all those bits are for, what they use for there on the side. So it's very simple to do, very simple. There's not that many features on this to really worry about. You can change the exposure, record the audio, date stamp, things like that. This says loop recording and so forth. So that is pretty much how this thing works. It's very simple. The port here at the top is your rear camera connection. So you have the power up front here, and then the rear camera there. But that's pretty much it for the main camera system and the menus. The next step is to go install it and see how well this works. Okay, here's where I installed the main unit, just right up here to the left of the rear view mirror, as you can see there. And it's going now. The back camera is in a little square here in the front, so your whole screen is not real visible with that. I had the power cable going from here up along all the way around and then down and then through my glove, underneath the glove box. Let's see, oh, there's some sunshine. Here we go. All the way over to this section here. This is the cigarette lighter, so that's where that's plugged in. And the back camera goes this direction, and it's going all the way around the outside, you know, the trim here, and then it goes all the way to the back. And let's take a look at where I installed the back camera at. Okay, for the back camera, I just installed it here. This is the trunk lid. You can see that of the back, and I just used the sticky stuff, and I ran the cable up under here and all the way around and down through here and so forth. I did not put the red backup camera part of it because I'm not going to tap into my lights. I don't really need that because I have it on here already, but that's where it is. Again, there's a little slack, so it does hang down a little bit when it's closed, but it's not a big deal. Okay, now I'm out for the daytime drive to see how this looks in bright sunlight. It's about 11 o'clock a.m. and so it's nice and bright and sunny out today. Beautiful day in Las Vegas. Now for some final words of the JOMISE dash cam. There is a little bit of installation involved with it, so you do need to take your time and have some patience to get the wires ran through it all and everything. But it seems to do what it's supposed to do. You saw the footage from it. Of course, the brighter the day, the better the cameras work. Most cameras don't work very well at night, and you can see there's a big difference between daytime and nighttime on this camera. And the backup camera, part of it had some crazy flares, light flares. You know, you saw the lights with the big, huge streaks on it. Now, some of that's probably due to a dirty window. I did try cleaning my window as well to get it as best as I can, but there were still some streaks. But I did mount that camera on the inside of the window. They say for best performance to mount it on the outside of the camera, and you probably won't have those issues because the back window has some protective films on it and things like that, so it made kind of some weird light flares to it. So your experience may be different with it, but the idea of being able to see or record what's going on behind you as well as in front. And of course you saw my front windshield was all dirty too, so I just kind of put this together as quick as I could to do that. But it seems to do well. It seems to do what it's supposed to do. So if you're looking for a great value on a quality dash cam, this one may be the right one for you.